You've created a research question. You've posted it in draft form. You've gotten feedback. You've revised it. You've submitted your final research questions, sub-questions. You now know what you need to know, right? You now know the questions you need to ask, the sources you need to seek out, right? So if you've taken this class before with me specifically, you've already done this process. If not, it's a great process. How do you know the sources you use are credible, are recent, are reliable, right? This is going to be a skill you're going to need throughout your entire life, not just in school, right? How do you know the information you're getting is from a credible source? Okay. Over here is a great tool. All right, media bias chart. It's actually in the 7s now, not 6s. Go ahead and click that. What you're going to do is you're going to want to select a source, not just Google your research question. Select a source first. Okay. So how do you know? Well, this site, this organization, they constantly are vetting sources, right? So they move. It moves around. These sources, these news publications, they create information. They not create it, but well, that's some of them who create it. Pass along information, right? They're journalists. We're looking to stay up in this upper green center category. The Christian Science Monitor, NPR, BBC News, Wall Street Journal, The Hill, Financial Times, Politico. But the farther down we go, there's more and more opinion, right? And the farther to the left and the farther to the right, we see skewed opinion for political bias or more political bias, right? So if you are, watching a lot of World Truth TV or OAN or AlertNet or Occupy Democrats, Daily Cause, that's propaganda. They're trying to get you to feel, think, or act a certain way. So if you really want to be a decision maker, critical thinker, you want to stay in this upper green and then make your decisions off of that. Okay. So how do we do this? Well, I'm just going to pick BBC News. They have a lot of good stuff, usually in global sense. So I'm literally going to type in BBC News. So I'm going to use Google to search through BBC News. If I just type in BBC News, or you type in CNN, or you type in The Economist first, then you type in what you want to look at. Well, since I've been talking about food insecurity, I'm going to type in food insecurity. Pretend it's all right. Okay, so I've already checked this one out, right? This is actually, I clicked it and checked it. It's actually like a news segment. It's like 30 minutes long. You can use that as a source. How many sources do you need? 6. All of them need to be evaluated. So this process you're starting right now, you'll do 5 more times, okay? Because you want to find as much information as you can. So I'm going to click on, okay, let's do it here. Food secure, I think I'm going to do this. So it brings me to, I know it's already a reputable source, BBC News publication, because it's up in that upper green box. And this deals with how to fix our broken food system. That sounds really uplifting. Okay, I'm going to look over it, just kind of briefly scan it. It's loading. Okay. Apparently I should be buying jewelry for my wife. There's a bees. Technology's killing. Prize winning. Okay. I just scanned it. That's all I did at first, right? I'm going to try it out. I'm going to evaluate it. So I collect it, copy the URL address, and I'm going to find this bad boy, your template for source evaluation. So where do you find this? It's in your Canvas, okay? So I need to hyperlink the source. That means I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to paste the link to it. So now it's hyperlinked. Okay, that's so if when you submit it to me, I can click that and see the source that you evaluated. And then you're going to want to put in the title. Well, let me just grab it. Probably not. Cool. Nope, didn't like that. But you would type in the title. Got it? Got it. So you found a source you're going to evaluate. It doesn't mean you're going to use it because it might not pan out. So It's called the CRAP test because it stands for currency, relevancy, authority, accuracy, and purpose. Each one of these is out of 10, as it states in the instructions right here. Okay? For these questions, I'm not asking you to type in yes or no or answer the questions on the document. This is a mental checklist to go through. Okay? So currency, using that article, the reasons to be hopeful, right? When was the information published or posted? You're just going to look. I don't need you to answer it. Does it tell you the date? It doesn't look like it does. So that can be problematic. It doesn't give us a date. I want to know when things are published. Well, we'll see, right? So that would be something that you would think about when evaluating it. 1 being not reliable, not current, or 10 being it was done yesterday, right? Are the links functional on it? Have you clicked around? Is the information current? Or is it like from a study from 45 years ago, right? You're not answering these questions on the document. You're mentally checking them off. So I would say probably like a 7, because I just don't know when it was published. I can probably find out if I really looked, right? Relevance, again, you're not answering these questions. You're just mentally checking them off and then evaluate from there. 1 out of 10, you add it up at the end, boom. You want to, hopefully, your source you found is in this upper range of 10, right? Between 50 and 40. That's what you want. If you're in here at 34 and below, I wouldn't use it, right? Good job. You've evaluated a source. You've gotten rid of some misinformation, okay? And then this submits, and you get graded on that, okay? And that's what we're doing today. Research question, evaluate 2 sources, and then if we can, we're going to move on to the research part. I'm around the room. Throw something at me, and we'll work together.